So today I want to talk about side passing. I've got a horse here. He's got, I don't know, 6 or 8 rides or something like that. And I think a lot of people overcomplicate side passing. So one thing I see is they want to do hind end, front end, hind end, front end, and it's like, to me that's too complicated. So I just wanted to show you real quick how I do it, because I do it really early, sometimes within the first 3 rides, because I think I use the horse's anatomy and physiology. When I take the nose to the left, the shoulder wants to go to the right. So when I start teaching a side pass, it's at a walk, and mostly what I'm working on is asking the horse to get off of my legs. So this one's pretty green. I'm going to walk him out here and try to face you while I do this a little bit. But let's say he wanted to go that way. I would pick up and just put my leg on and see his body heading that way. Then I release. Then I'll walk back this way. Then I might try to move his shoulders back that way again. So I take his nose a little to the right. There. When his body goes away from that leg, I take it off. And just work on that. See, it's picking up and taking the shoulder that way. There. And I release. And so what I do generally is I tip their nose one way and push them away the other way. So nose left. And if he wanted to turn left, my outside reine's going to block him from actually turning. And then I'll release it and he can turn through. So that's the main thing. Like, let's say I want to leg yield to the right, and I pick up and put my leg on and I don't support with my outside rein. Well, he's going to turn like that. So part of what that outside rein does is just keep their body from actually turning. So I take his nose, hold here, legs on. You can see him falling that way. When I want to side pass without walking forward, I use my reins to stop the forward. So I pick up and I say, you should get off that leg, and then I'll pick up and block forward a little bit. And if I don't have enough hind end, I'll take more nose, then the hind end will catch up. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, but all I'm really doing is saying, take your body that way, or take your body that way. And I start it with forward, and I slowly use my reins to block the forward. You can start this on a horse with just a few rides, and within a week or 2, you could side pass standing still if you wanted to, because this is actually fairly easy. You're just teaching your horse. When, like right now, it's my right leg. When my right leg's bumping, I want him to go that way. If I've got to pull his nose to start it, I will. A little more. Now I might add a little forward. He's stuck. Good. Now I'll take his nose back to the right. There. And I just release as that body steps off of that leg, and I use my reins to stop him from going the wrong way. Good. I'll back him up a little bit here. This is just a young stud, so he's like Gumby and just all over the place. But one thing I want to say is side passing is very easy. And when you do it like a front hind, you make it a lot harder than it has to be. So just teach your horse, when I put my leg on, move away from it, use your reins to manage the front end, hind end balance, and then pretty quick you're doing gaits and using it for going over logs and stuff. But that is how we start one side passing. I don't think I've done much of that with him, but that's how we started. So hopefully that helps some of you guys.